actually so funny that you said that because I am in this group on Facebook to where it's like a conversational type of page. And this girl, she asked the group, she's like, oh, I don't know why I only attract men that want to hunch me. They just want to hunch me and they just want to have sex. Da, da, da. And I don't know why I keep attracting these type of men. But if you look at this type of stuff that she posts on the page, you could see why the men are coming at her with that type of energy because that's all she talks about. She's like super hypersexual and always talking about, sucking and licking and doing all this. It's like, okay, if you talk about that all the time, then of course you're gonna get the guys that only want to do that because that's what you lead with. It's just like the OG was just saying. It's like whatever you lead with, that's what the relationship is gonna be based on. So she's just like, oh, I don't know why I'm attracting this. It's like you gotta look at yourself. But they don't want. She didn't want to hear that though. She didn't want to hear that.
You're bashing her science.
They don't. They
No,
don't, they
no.
don't, they don't ever. They don't ever want to hear that.
I
But
agree with science. I agree. I'm sorry. I hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Like, I'm coming in late.
How you doing, Sky?
I fresh out the shower.
Sky,
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful
beautiful
today.
Sky.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, all my fans listening out there. Ugh, I'm kidding.
Nah.
Okay. I agree with. I agree with taking accountability. I'm so big on that. There's a lot of women I know who do not take accountability for them actions. Like, I know personal people on here, and they be staying with the ain't shit in. I be telling them. I give them all the advice, and it's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all, I'm joking with the fans, but like, it'd be very exhausting. And I'd be like, yo, I don't know if you guys seen that like funny video with Tamar. She said, if that man cheating on you, you complain about it, don't say shit. If you're still saying. And I laughed at that because it's so true. Because there's women that complain about their man, but they stay in their situation. And I'm all about taking action and accountability and making the change and moving forward. There's a lot of people that don't want to do the work. And that's not me bashing women or being a pick Misha. Like, I'm just saying, keep it 100.
That's all you can do is keep on it. But
I want to hear the truth. Like, they hate it. Oh my gosh.
And listen. I'm gonna say this too. Like, bro, again, so it's like all due respect to everyone, but like, especially like some of the older people, like, bro, some people gotta just like you gotta accept your fate as well. Okay, like, listen, I always say everyone's not gonna make it. Okay, everyone is not going to make it. There, some people do need to drop the fries at McDonald's. Some people need to flip burgers. Everybody can't be Noble and Supervillain. Everybody can't be Science Bay. Everybody can't be Sky. Like, so, some of you is everything ain't for everybody. I'm not sorry about saying that everything is not for everybody. Like, again, I tell y'all what the reality is going to be 99.99% of the time, and whether you want to accept it or not, that's what it's going to be. So
I agree.
Even when you work hard, there's no guarantee that like, things are going to change or be different. But you can at least guarantee, well, not even guarantee, when you put in that work, you give yourself a chance to have a different outcomes and improve your circumstances. But that doesn't mean that anything is guaranteed. Like, everything ain't for everybody. Like, sometimes you're just not it. Feel me? You just not the one.
I agree. To add on that, it does get lonelier as soon as you make it to the top. The more successful you are, the people who don't belong in your life are gonna drop like flies. Not everybody wants you to do good, for real. And I'm not hurt. Like, I don't know who that super villain was talking to. I'm doing really well, but I'm just saying.
He's not talking to you. He's talking to
Who's super villain talking to?
Somebody in the comments.
Because I'm over here to shoot missiles. I'm kidding. No, I'm just saying, like, it gets lonelier when you make it to the top. Like, people are gonna drop. People who you thought were your friends, like old friends I thought were gonna be there, are not even here today. Like, people jealous, they envious of you. Like, it's dirty out here. Even when it comes to having standards, your pool becomes smaller. The more successful, the more evolving you are. It is what it is. And I agree with Noble. Like, there are people who are gonna be flipping burgers, and it is what it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Some of y'all, bro, like, what you getting right now, like, you gonna continue to get it, unfortunately. And you know, it's just what you qualify for. Like I always tell y'all, like today is a reflection of what you did yesterday, and tomorrow is going to be tomorrow, i.e., the future is going to be a reflection of what you do today. And you know, y'all are getting the results that y'all are getting today because of what y'all did in the past, and you know what y'all are doing right now, which is not being productive. You know, it's not like you're not on an upward trajectory to get better in the future either.
Why you sound like a parent?
Y'all don't like to hear that type of stuff, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
No, but why you sound
It
like a
is what it is.
disappointed parent? Like looking at the report cards, you giving them a pet talk.
They don't like to hear this stuff, but it is what it is. And that's Sylvan, I should have brought that up, man. When OG was up here talking about they can't just allow, you know, whoever to come break down the kingdom. There's a woman out here that got kingdoms and they letting people come and they letting black men come and break it down. But
Yes,
again,
bro.
like I said the other night, you guys only give a certain caliber of men the opportunity to do that. Like y'all never gave me the opportunity. Y'all never gave
Man.
Supervillain the opportunity. Why don't
Hell
y'all give
no.
What
why
do you
don't
look
y'all give
like?
men that got their stuff together that opportunity? Why y'all always doing it with the guy that got the string backpack and the black Air Force
Here he
One?
go. Here he
String
go.
backpack
Here he
again.
go. I already answered this
But
already.
at the end of the day, when I think about it again, y'all that's who y'all attract. That's what y'all pull in y'all real life. Y'all don't pull better than that.
What does your villain look
Like
like? I'm so curious. What that mouth do, huh? You be talking all
I'm,
that. You be talking. Let me see what he look like.
Ooh, she said with
I'm
that
not.
ooh,
I'm
mouth,
just.
huh?
Shit, what I
I'm
come
not,
into?
y'all.
yeah, I look dusty right now. I ain't gonna lie.
He said look dusty. No, I'm sorry. I just got out the shower. I understand. I'm
yeah,
human too.
the string they got a string backpack with a PlayStation 2 in it, not even a 4 or 5, a PlayStation 2 and three dingy white wife beaters and a pair of Levi's and another pair of dirty jeans and one pair of socks and that's it. Y'all had these men move in, y'all cook for them, y'all let them drive y'all to work and use your car all throughout the day, put gas and mileage on your car, and y'all do all of that stuff, and then y'all get on the internet. Y'all get on the internet and talk about, you know, how a man need to have X, Y, and Z to mess with y'all. Like, make that make sense.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
Right.
be
yeah.
blowing my mind.
And then
I
hold
text
on,
you.
I
and
don't know
then when
about
they get the
that.
good man, then when they finally get a chance with the good man, you know, they don't know how to act, so they combative and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say scare off the good man, but you know, they don't even attract the good man at that point.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
too
know,
late.
I say the good man, the best man to get, the best type of man to get is the man that'll pay all the bills, the man that don't go 50-50. You know?
100%. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
don't worry about it. Yeah, stop being
It's
combative.
like
And
it's
you ain't gotta make it. You ain't gotta get a rich man. Shit, you could make 30K a year, and your man can make 30K a year. He'll still pay all your bills if you ain't combative.
Mm,
Cosmo. See,
okay.
that's gonna go over the head. But Cosmo,
where
look, the
You said
thing
that.
when you so used to dealing with when you so used to dealing with Buddy with the string backpack and you get to tell him what to do and you basically you basically have all this authority over him like he's your little kid. When you do get an opportunity to be with a man that like is the complete opposite, you think that's about to fly with him, and that's not about to fly with him. And that's why that stuff don't be working out. Because they think the same way that they treat Ladarius is the same way they could treat Noble, or the same way they could treat, you know, Earl or Tom or Steve, and it don't work like that.
Noble different, y'all. He
Don't
trying to
work
tell
like
y'all he
that.
different out here.
You know what I'm
Mm,
He
saying?
different, man.
Yeah, you ain't taking no
He
combative.
different.
You ain't taking no Mortal Kombat, no Sonya Blade. You know what I'm saying? No
And,
Melina.
or they want to wait, after Ladarius done them bad, after Keontae done them bad, after DeAndre done them bad. Now that when they got little peanut head Keenan and his little sister Shaniqua and they little cousin Jamonte, then they want to come to that other guy, then they want to come, you know, to Earl and Tom and Jeffrey and hey big head,
said Tom
hey.
and Jeffrey.
No, don't work like
You
that,
got
bro.
so.
It
You're so
does not work
descriptive,
like
Noble.
that.
It's so funny.
Keep trying to
It's
tell.
funny.
Hold on. Before
My
let me
mama
play this
like
video.
Dusties.
Let me play this video for y'all, bro. Let me play. Let me. It's
Yeah,
gonna
Hey,
put everything
dope
in
boy. At some
perspective for
point,
you.
me and Terry got to have a conversation with the panel, man.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
just play this video, then Logic can have the floor, man, because this is gonna put everything into perspective. This gonna put everything into perspective. And some of y'all gonna be so butthurt in the comments, but y'all know I don't care. You know, if anybody that don't care, it's gonna be me. Everyone, please. Yo, man. I don't know how y'all come here. And y'all still don't learn anything, bro. That's how much of a bird brain some of y'all are. Let's just be honest. A lot of these women who have had babies with men in society today, they've ultimately had babies by men who have proven that they weren't good fathers and they weren't good men. There's not a lot of instances where a woman is having a baby by an actual true man. And that's why we keep having these conversations about dealing with single mothers and why a lot of men don't want to deal with single mothers. And when these women have already went out into society and not only had one baby by a man, but two babies by another man, sometimes three, sometimes four. When you've already demonstrated that type of irresponsibility to a man, it makes it hard to gloss over that and say, I want to be in a meaningful relationship with you. And when I see women out here in society talking about how a man has to do this, do that, take care of kids that aren't theirs, there are going to be a lot of men that have an axe to grind with that. Not talking about the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the men that y'all be having situationships and the men that y'all actually having babies by. Because y'all not having babies by fathers and men. Y'all having babies by men that y'all are making fathers. Men who are still developing in the men. That's what y'all having babies by. And then you want men who have a better understanding of what they need to do as a man, that have boundaries, that have understanding, that have standards. You want those men to feel sorry for you and get in a relationship with you and provide for you and your children because of your own mistakes. We don't come cleaning messes up no more. This ain't the 80s or the 90s or 70s where men felt sorry for women who dealt with the wrong men. Those type of men don't exist anymore. And if they let me rewind that one more time for all the bird brains that didn't catch it the first time. Let me rewind that one more time. Let's listen to that part one more time. I ain't understanding, that have standards. You want those men to feel sorry for you and get in a relationship with you and provide for you and your children because of your own better understanding of what they need to do as a men who are still developing in the men. That's what y'all having babies by. And then you want men who have a better understanding of what they need to do as a man, that have boundaries, that have understanding, that have standards. You want those men to feel sorry for you and get in a relationship with you and provide for you and your children because of your own mistakes. We don't come cleaning messes up no more. This ain't the 80s or the 90s or 70s where men felt sorry for women who dealt with the wrong men. Those type of men don't exist anymore. And if they do, they're a lot older. And that's why you're going to have to date older if you're one of these women who got these kids and can't find a man. Maybe you need to date older because those are the only men that's left that see value in you after you made all these mistakes. What I will say is that a man will see a woman who has a child and that child's father is negative towards her as something that they don't want to be a part of, because I'm not losing my freedom because you and your child's father can't get together, and now it's my job to protect you, and part of protecting you is putting my life on the line. And if I put my life on the line, there's got to be a reward for that. And if all I get is you and him still having drama, I'm not interested. If I get you and your child and I got to provide for your child, and then when our relationship ends, I don't have a relationship with that child anymore because I don't have a relationship with you, I'm not interested. And that's a problem with a lot of these women. Y'all got to realize that these relationships need to be built off an actual foundation. Your child is an extension of you. And that man coming into a relationship is ultimately going to provide for you and provide for your child. But it should not be a requirement. And you hear women talking about it all the time who are mothers saying it's a requirement. And that's why a lot of men are pushing back on it. Comes with dealing with a lot of the drama and the issues that come with a lot of y'all single mothers, because guess what? Y'all not having babies by a lot of great men. Y'all say it every day on this platform. There ain't no good men. Who are y'all having babies by? Because the good men seem to get the short end of the stick. We the ones that got to go fight to be fathers, like I did. We the ones that got to sit here and jump over hurdles and obstacles that we didn't put in front of ourselves. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't disrespect you. Everything I do in a relationship seems to trigger you because of the man I talk to you for a certain amount of time, or I don't text back in a certain amount of time. Like, there's so many obstacles and variables that women put in front of themselves in relationships and think that men are just supposed to be signing up for that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But also, we have to understand as women and as men and as people that want to be in meaningful relationships that my preference shouldn't disrespect you. My preference shouldn't be something that ignites you to the point where you feel like you need to be making videos talking about how black men don't support women, because that's exactly what you do.
Black men don't support women who don't support them. Black men don't support women who are negative. Black men don't even pay attention to a lot of these black women that are negative. So when we have these conversations, remember that y'all are talking about the negative black men and telling the rest of us black men in society that that's us. But as soon as you see a successful black man, as soon as you see a positive black man, as soon as you see a black man that's not a danger to you, that's not creating issues for you, he is a representation of himself. Y'all don't look at that one black man and say, oh, that's how black men are. Y'all look at the most negative things in society, the most negative men that y'all had babies by, the most negative men who are in these relationships with y'all, and y'all paint the rest of us men in society as those men. And then y'all get mad when we say, you know what? We're not going to deal with a lot of y'all. We're going to tell you about yourself and move on. Now it's an issue. Now it's a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noble, and I approve this message. Lottie. We have
How
my
you doing,
sister
Noble?
Lottie in the building, ladies and gentlemen. The UK is